What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Nick Nielsen with Fireside Yankees. I figured we'd do a solo epi today on DJ LeMahieu and just how good he is and how valuable he is for the New York Yankees. DJ Le Swiss Army Knife, as you can see, our graphics guy Danny whipped up the fantastic looking banner as always. But DJ this season has done what the Yankees wanted him to do and then some. For him to be able to play not just second base, but third base and first base all at a very, very high level is so valuable for this team, especially given the fact that Donaldson struggled offensively. We need to give Rizzo some off days. Glaber has been great second base wise defensively this year. I believe he's top five in outs above average for the position. But having DJ and having his bat and glove being on the same page this year is something the Yankees desperately needed coming into the season. And it's something that's frankly worked out beautifully. This year, DJ LeMahieu's WRC plus is up to 129. Last year, it sat at 100. He's also barreling the ball more this year. I believe his barrel percentage at 6.1% is the second highest in his career since his last season with the Rockies. DJ simply put is hitting the ball better, getting better contact, elevating a little bit more. Sure, he does still have a low launch angle and like a 40% hard hit rate, but when he hits it, they find the gaps now. He's hitting to all parts of the field, which is something that the Yankees as a team do very, very well. Like everyone loves to talk about the short porch in Yankee Stadium and how that really benefits lefty batters. But a lot of the Yankees righty batters go to the short porch as well. Everyone on the team can hit to every part of the field. That's what makes them such an elite team. Wow, who would have thought? But DJ LeMahieu, if not for last year and him being injured, would be a consensus top 5, top 10 middle infielder in baseball, in my opinion. But because he had an nagging injury last year and he clearly wasn't all the way healthy and all the way there in terms of his productivity and abilities, people kind of doubted DJ. And I was one of those people that coming into this season, I was expecting like an 800, 810 OPS from DJ. And this year, him OPSing 790, I believe, 780, excuse me, 781 on the season. That's all you can ask for out of DJ. He had a great game in game one against Cleveland, went 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 walks and a steal and 3 runs, and played some very sound defense at third base as well. With Donaldson's struggles this season, on the year, Josh Donaldson has a WRC plus of 104, and that has drastically dipped in the month of June. He was atrocious in the month of June. With his struggles, it's nice to know that DJ can be plug and played at third and play elite defense. He is in the 96th percentile for outs above average in baseball, and that's across those three positions. He's just been doing everything you could want. He's got 6 outs above average between the three. And his defensive run stage metrics are also very good, as are his UZR and UZR per 150. Simply put, every stat agrees that DJ LeMahieu's having a very, very good season. And it kind of sucks that he plays second and third and first. So it's like hard for him to stand out at an individual position. I mean, this year, for example, he's played 35 games at third, 25 at second, 12 at first, and then 3 as a designated hitter. He's just the Swiss Army knife that every team wants, and the Yankees are fortunate to have. DJ's biggest gripe, in my opinion, has always been one, he's not the fastest player at all. We've seen that. And then 2, he doesn't elevate the ball enough. He's very good, but when it's a lot of ground balls and he's hitting the ball into the ground a ton, he gets out a lot and he grounds into a lot of double plays. He's kind of like a much better version of IKF. It's what the Yankees had wanted to see out of IKF this season, is what DJ LeMahieu's doing. A 129 WRC plus with a 780 OPS in this current state of baseball is very, very good. Very good. And DJ, he always seems to have a knack for the heroics. I've seen, I think, 6, 7 games this season where he's had a clutch hit with runners in scoring position, whether it be a double that clears the bases, a home run that scrapes the wall, or just a hard hit single that drives in a run or two. DJ is very, very good at situational baseball, situational hitting. Not to mention this season, his walk rate is a career high at 12.2% to go right in line with his 12.9K percent. So basically, he's striking out the exact same amount of time as he's walking. So it's like that DJ is I will say his metrics are very similar to Jose Ramirez's in terms of his discipline at the plate, whereas the strikeout to walk rate. But outside of that, Jose Ramirez definitely clears. But when you have a guy with that good of a batted ball profile and that good of a understanding of where the ball's coming across the plate, it makes for a very balanced lineup. DJ as a leadoff hitter this season hasn't been elite. He's been about a 700 OPS as a leadoff hitter, but he still sees a lot of pitches, works counts, puts the ball in play a ton, and very rarely strikes out, unless a lot of the time it's on a call looking where it's like, well, either A, that's a bad call, or B, that's just a fantastic pitch. But DJ LeMahieu has answered the call for the Yankees. He's making, I believe, $15 million this year, and he's on pace for a 4.5 WAR season, which is showing well worth the value. There were some concerns about his age coming into this season and how he'd fit into the team because there are a lot of mouths to feed, but he's just kind of run away with it. At this moment in time, given Josh Donaldson's struggles offensively, which I do think will turn around, don't get me wrong. I am a JD believer here. I think that he can turn it around. He's too proven of a player to not be a quality hitter. But if they do continue for a longer period of time, just start giving DJ almost everyday reps at third base. He's proven he can handle it. He's been playing gold glove caliber defense across the infield. And if Josh Johnson's going to keep struggling offensively, why not just put DJ in there for him and then give more at bats to Glaber or get Marwin more at bats? Because Marwin's been very, very good as of late. In June, he was fantastic. But DJ deserves more credit and love from not just the Yankees fans, but from casual fans as well. He's just one of the more likable players in baseball, especially the way he plays the game. He's very hard nosed, gritty, doesn't show a lot of emotion, but that's because he's so focused and hardworking. And I think whenever DJ smiles or laughs, it's like one of the biggest deals of the game. Simply put, Le Machine is a Le Fan favorite. He does what you want out of a good baseball player. He's not a 5-tool player because his speed is ultimately not there and he doesn't have a ton of power. But for DJ this year, it looks like he's on track for 20 to 25 home runs, maybe 18 or so. And that's with excellent, excellent peripherals and batted ball profile. I mean, again, for DJ this year, whiff percentage, he's in the top 7% in baseball, 93rd percentile. K percentage, 95th percentile. Walk percentage, 86th percentile. So DJ is doing the little things extremely well this season, putting the ball in play a lot, striking out a little bit less than he has in years past, walking a lot more than he has in years past, and ultimately connecting with the baseball better than he has in years past. His launch angle is a little bit up, like a degree. Barrel percentage is up about 3.5% from last year. And his expected WOBA this season, I want to make sure I'm not misquoting this. His expected WOBA this year is 376, up from 340 last year. So it's clear that DJ was being kind of hindered by an injury last year, judging by his play this season thus far, at least. And it seems like the Yankees have once again managed to get a very, very good player for a pretty great deal. DJ, when he signed his extension, I was ecstatic. I mean, he was coming off of his MVP season. He's a phenomenal baseball player. And then, or sorry, coming off the borderline MVP season to only have his 2020 MVP season. And then this year, it's like coming into the season, I was expecting him to be a contributor, a good player. I had higher hopes than a lot did for DJ, but he's answered the call and rang the bell time and time again. I think that there's truly very few gripes with DJ LeMahieu as a baseball player. And if he continues his streak and continues to hit the way he's hitting, the ceiling is the roof with this team, as Michael Jordan would say. The World Series a bust this year. And DJ LeMahieu is leading the charge as the leadoff hitter or as the 5 hitter or even the 6 hitter if they need him to. And he's setting an example by his play. Other players in the team are starting to pick up slack. Other players are starting to notice, and everyone else is doing their job. The lineup turns over almost flawlessly at this point. There's maybe 1 or 2 players that are in the lineup every day that I'm like, all right, like, but as a whole, this team is so complete and very, very solid. So, as always, we here at Fireside Yankees appreciate the love and support. We continue to grow, so close to 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to be giving away some merchandise and having some really exciting content coming out around then. So, as always, thank you for the support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. How do you think DJ LeMahieu is faring this season, given your expectations coming into the year? Let us know. As always, much love. Adios.